Hi, I'm Ron Futrell with Liberty.com. We have come here to Des Moines, Iowa. As you can see, it's not too early, certainly, to start talking about the presidential election 2012. Liberty.com will be here in Iowa for these vital caucuses that decide who the Republican candidate will be for President of the United States, the entire state of Iowa. Crucial for the 2012 presidential election. Now, the caucus system, the way it works, in case you don't know, it's not like a primary. Iowa has the caucus system where groups gather, they discuss the issues, and they publicly choose who they want to have for their nominee for President of the United States. Barack Obama, he won the presidential election, of course. He started in Iowa right here. It was very crucial to his presidential win to be able to win the state of Iowa in their caucus system. So candidates actually approach it much differently than they do primaries because of the public nature of a caucus. You got to know all these things, certainly, if you are going to take a look at this election and find out what's going to happen in this election. We will be here, Liberty.com, on the ground throughout the 2012 presidential primaries and caucuses here in Iowa to let you know exactly what's going on with the Republican primaries. Your thoughts, 2012, is it too early to start talking about that here in Iowa?
I don't think it's ever too early, especially here in Iowa, as critical as we are in the, the presidential elections.
Seems like a lot of times, the last few times that they tried it, the one who won Iowa won it all.
It is never too early to start talking about presidential campaigns in Iowa. You know, I think Iowans do like it. I mean, I certainly enjoy it, and even people that aren't necessarily as involved in politics love to be able to meet the candidates, shake hands, look them in the eye, and they really have come to expect that.
It's just a majority vote in each caucus, and each caucus records the number of votes, so that the total number of votes is what determines who the winners are, the first, second, and third.
Another one of the dynamics that you need to understand when looking at Iowa politics is the eastern part of the state, the western part of the state. We're right now in the eastern part of the state. You can see Kinnick Stadium behind us here where the Hawkeyes play football. Iowa City here, much more liberal. You look at the west coast of the state, the western part of the state, Sioux City, around that area, much more conservative. Understanding those dynamics certainly is critical when you're looking at the state of Iowa and what's going to happen in the 2012 presidential election.
If you take a look at the state, it's a real dichotomy between the two. Take a look at the last election. Everyone from the east side was Democrat and everyone from the west side was Republican.
Iowa's a very conservative state, has been until you get into metropolitan areas, but that's where the population is too. But based on our districting and with the change in the governor, I mean, obviously we were going the other way. Mm-hmm. So even though those more people came over to that conservative side and got away from that spending side because of all the rhetoric that's out there.
So understanding Iowa certainly politically is a complex issue, not as simple as you might think, and there's a lot that has to be done. Liberty.com is going to be boots on the ground, if you will, throughout the 2012 presidential election to make things happen and to find out what's happening here in the state of Iowa, to be on the pulse with the people of Iowa, talking to the people of Iowa, surveying the people of Iowa, to find out what they feel, what they think, and what direction the wind might be blowing. Right now, it's coming from the south, but that could change. I'm Ron Futrell with Liberty.com.